Hi everyone, Casperation here, and welcome to my energy channel called Casperation Vibration. So yesterday I actually was invited to do a veganism talk and a vegan athlete fitness talk at a gym to share with a number of women there at that branch more about women empowerment and fitness and health. So they asked me to talk about my vegan story, and I think it's about time that I share it with you guys as well, how I came to that point. So as some of you may know, I am vegan for spirituality, and it's something that a lot of people haven't heard about. And when I came across it, I was like, wow, I'm dumbfounded on this reality, and it super clicked with me because factors before, like animal ethical reasons to be vegan or vegan for the environment, it didn't really strike a chord with me, or I couldn't take out that blockage. And you know, just the fact that I also grew up here in the province in Quezon, and it was my grandmother that I would see, you know, slicing the necks of chickens, and then, you know, just out of love, even because she knew it was my favorite ulam when I was a kid, and just so I could have fried chicken for dinner. So I couldn't make that connection before, but as I share with people, and they usually ask me, especially when I came back from Hawaii, it's like, Cassie, you know, why did you go vegan? You're already fit, you're healthy, you know, you already have abs even though you're on a non-vegan diet. So why did you shift and change your lifestyle? And I told them, I didn't go vegan for my health. It's because my spirit was sick. And I shared with them this story. You know, as I've been sharing with you guys the past few vlogs, I've been holding on to that pain, and it just made my spirit sick. And it was just covered in all of that gunk, you know, deep into my soul. And I had to do something to clear it out. No matter how much I meditated twice a day for like how many months, and even when I went to Hawaii for an entire month, you know, just asking the universe every day. And it was so painful going back to the memories of why I started hurting in the first place, because I started to like have the notion that I really have to forgive my enemies, not because they deserved my forgiveness, but because I needed to forgive them for myself. Forgiveness is really to help yourself heal, and to forget about it, that it happened. You know, it's really for your own sake. And so came along the culmination of my journey in trying to heal and healing myself, and starting to meet these teachers, because when the student is ready, because I asked the universe, the teachers appear. And the universe just started giving me teachers and synchronicities along the way. And when I was in Hawaii, I did yoga there, and I met this Buddhist monk who was the yogi instructor. His name's Abi, and you might see him in a couple of my vlogs on my health and fitness channel. After the session, I asked him, hey Abi, because he was actually telling people after, he goes, oh, I'm doing some yoga videos, does anyone want to volunteer? And it was perfect, because I was just about to ask him if we could do a video vlog collab together in Hawaii. So it was perfect, and we set a day where we would shoot the entire day. And I told him, like, you know what? Hawaii is so beautiful. I don't think it's doing it justice to make a yoga video inside a studio, because you could do that anywhere around the world. Let's do it different locations and make Hawaii a character in the film, in the video that we're gonna shoot. It's gonna be more special, you know, beautiful. So he takes me on all these different locations, like the waterfalls, the beach, and the special mountain there. And in the middle of the day, we needed to go to lunch because we already shot like some locations and went to the TV station to get the camera. And as we were there, he took me to this Ayurvedic vegetarian curry place that also sold kombucha. That's how I first discovered it. And I realized, because I was getting into my whole subconscious reprogramming and consuming content and podcasts about subconscious programming, about energy, and learning that your spirit is energy and your subconscious is your spirit, and all these other things about the cosmic universe. And it just struck me. I go, oh, he's vegetarian not because, and he doesn't eat meat or doesn't eat animals, not because he's an animal advocate and everything, but because, oh, this video might strike out in just a bit, it's kind of clinking, but because he's doing it for spiritual reasons. So I go, huh, that's interesting. So as we went to our next location, which was the source energy and source, you know, vibratory water and everything of Kauai, the island that I was on, because it is the Garden Isle. He took me up there and he said there's a lot of receptors there. And all of a sudden I felt like something tapped me on the shoulder, tapped me in my head, and was like, you should probably ask him why he doesn't eat meat for spiritual reasons. So then it was, I asked him, I go, Abi, what's the spiritual reason why Hindus, Buddhists, or spiritual people in general, because I was considering myself to become the spiritual person at the time, how come they don't eat meat? And he gave me the most amazing answer, and he goes, you understand everything has life, correct? I go, yeah, of course. He goes, you have a life, the plants have life, the animals have life. But the difference is, if someone were to cut off your arm, you would scream and feel pain, right? And I was like, yeah, of course. I play rugby. I know what pain feels like. Imagine if someone actually cut off your arm. That's what was in my head. And he goes, but if you were to cut off the leaf of a plant, that plant doesn't feel the same pain as if you were to cut off the arm of a pig. Here I am in the middle of the forest. There's no pigs around there. So I'm imagining this pig, especially I grew up in the province. During fiesta, they would slaughter pigs for, you know, the celebration that they had a wonderful harvest that day. So I was imagining this pig and it being cut, and its squeals were just resonating in my head from memory. And I felt it in my gut, the empathy for that pig, that imaginary pig in my head. And I'm like, ugh. That pig squeals and feels the exact same pain just as you do, he told me. That is pain energy. So the last thing it felt in its body, in its temple, before it died, was pain. And that pain transfers to your spirit. Wow. I thought, oh my gosh. When I meditated a few days later, and I realized I had asked that same question in a different form 25 years earlier. I was born in the States, right? Moved here to the Philippines when I was 8 years old. Easter for me. So Roman Catholics also practice not eating meat for spiritual reasons. For me, Easter meant going to the mall, taking a picture with the Easter bunny, and after that, looking for and hunting for Easter eggs so I could get chocolate and coins inside, right? Quarters and everything. So that's what Easter meant to me as a child. I moved here to the Philippines. Come Holy Week, my tita, who's like saradong katoliko, of course, she goes, oh, it's Holy Week, we can't eat meat. And all we can eat is vegetables, seafood. And I go, what? I don't eat seafood at the time. Like, I want to eat my favorite fried chicken and hamburgers. And they're like, no, you're Roman Catholic, you can't eat meat during Holy Week. And I'm like, why? That is exactly the question I ask. Why can't I eat meat? And they go, you're Catholic, would you change your religion just so you could eat meat during Holy Week? And I, as a kid, they weren't answering me why. And I'm like, yeah, I'd change my religion. And they couldn't answer me. And case in point, they're like, that's what it says in the Bible. Blind faith. But finally, someone answered my question after 25 years, because I needed to reprogram. And I asked the universe, and he sent me the teachers. And I go, wow, thank you, Abby. I finally understand now. Thank you. But at the time that he said it, I go, wow, it's nice to know, and it's good information, but in my head I go, I'll still eat meat though. Little did I know, I met another teacher there, and her name's Shar, spiritual woman. And when I met her, I knew that I could open up to her, and I go, I feel like the universe sent me here to Hawaii to help me heal and really to let go of my grudges. And she told me this bit and this piece of the puzzle, and she said, no, the soul does not hold on to grudges. That is not in its nature. What you are holding on to is pain. And I go, whoa, really? I didn't make the connection yet. I didn't put those pieces of the puzzle together yet, but I had those pieces. And I go, okay, so I'm not holding on to grudges. What I'm really holding on to is pain. Coming back here in the Philippines, in this room, tell my sister all the amazing stories that I just shared with you guys about my trip in Hawaii. And then she becomes my teacher. Because apparently I forgot. I forgot what I learned in high school. Or maybe my teacher didn't teach it to me. And she goes like this, Ate, that's our subject in science right now. That's our lesson. I go, what? What are you talking about? That's our topic. She tells me this. The law of conservation of energy states energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed. And whoa, our eyes lit up. I was like, wow. What the Buddhist monk shared with me is true. It's even grounded in science. And from then on, I told my sister, I go, you know what? I'm gonna go vegan. I'm gonna try going vegan. I'm gonna do this. You know, it won't hurt. I have to try this. Because why? Even though I was meditating twice a day, I was doing all this healing work, and I went to Hawaii, and Mother Kauai helped me like heal a bit, and I was grounding and earthing on the grass every day. That pain, those thoughts, that energy, and the grudges that I thought, you know, against them, my enemies, it was still there even after I came back from Hawaii. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna test this out. And true enough, I did. And that was the journey that I'll share with you guys in the next video of why I became vegan even more and how come I stuck to being vegan. That was one of the most amazing parts as well. So I will save that vlog for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much, most especially, for your attention. I hope I've given you inspiration and value and information that makes an impact on your spirit and helps you along your journey in learning what your lessons are on this earth and during this lifetime. So sharing peace, love, and harmony to you all. May you be inspired to be inspiration as well. Share the message, pay it forward. Caspiration vibration out. Namaskar.